Ajay S. Sriram, Chairman, SRCC Governing Body, Professor Simrat Kaur, Principal, SRCC, Professor Aruna Jha, Vice Principal. For this August Day, we have with us Dr. Vikas Gupta, Registrar, University of Delhi, senior functionaries of the University Delhi, and our esteemed members of the governing body, celebrated alumni, and our former and current faculty members. We welcome everyone to the naming ceremony of Sri Arun Jaitley's Multipurpose Stadium. We formally commence the program with National Anthem. We request everyone to rise for the National Anthem. Everyone to please remain standing in honor of the Delhi University Kulgeet.
जयति जय जय जयति जय जय ज्ञान का लोक अनुपम
श्रेष्ठ सुंदर दिव्य दिल्ली विश्वविद्यालय विहंगम
जयति जय जय जयति जय जय ज्ञान का लोक अनुपम सकल वसुधा निज कुटुंब की भावना संस्कृति सनातन आधुनिक शिक्षा पुरातन ज्ञान धाराओं का संगम
देश की स्वाधीनता हित भूमि का शतकोटि वंदन
निष्ठा धृति सत्यम के मंगल दिव्य भावों का समागम
जयति जय जय जयति जय जय ज्ञान का आलोक अनुपम
भव्य महाविद्यालयों के परिसरों से चिर सुशोभित श्रेष्ठ गुरुजन कर रहे नित्य छात्र और छात्राएं दीक्षित
सदचरित्राचार पावन साधना संकल्प संयम
नवल वैश्विक चेतना नव क्रांति संस्कारों का उद्गम जयति जय जय जयति जय जय ज्ञान का लोक अनुपम
श्रेष्ठ सुंदर दिव्य दिल्ली विश्वविद्यालय विहंगम
जयति जय जय जयति जय जय ज्ञान का लोक अनुपम
ज्ञान का आलोक अनुपम
ज्ञान का लोक अनुपम
ज्ञान का आलोक अनुपम
We now request our esteemed dignitaries on the dais for the lighting the ceremonial lamp and to pay floral tributes to our distinguished alumni and one of India's greatest nation builder, Sri Arun Jaitley ji. पुष्पारोहण। Taking forward the program, we now request the Chairman, SRCC governing body, Shri Ajay S. Sriram, to deliver the welcome address.
Honorable Vice President of India, Shri Jagdeep Dhankhar ji, Dr. Srimati Sudesh Dhankar ji, Mrs. Sangeeta Jaitley ji, Shri Yogesh Singh ji, Vice Chancellor of Delhi University, members of the governing body of Sri Ram College of Commerce, Professor Simrat Kaur, Principal SRCC, Professor Arun Jaitley, Vice Principal SRCC, other dignitaries present here and family members of Arun Jaitley ji's family, office bearers of the SRCC Alumni Association, faculty members and staff of the college, friends from the media, and most importantly, students of SRCC. We are indeed privileged and honored to have amongst us Shri Dhankar ji as the chief guest on this important occasion. Sir, your presence at SRCC is a testimony of your commitment to the cause of education, as well as your feelings of love and affection for Shri Arun Jaitley ji. You were here last on 26th April 2023 on the occasion of the Arun Jaitley Memorial Debate, when we had the benefit of hearing your views. As all of you know, Shri Dhankar ji is the Vice President of India and has had a distinguished career both as a lawyer and as a parliamentarian. He began his education from a humble village school, did his law from Rajasthan University, and rose to be amongst the top legal experts in the country. In 1990, he was designated as senior advocate by the High Court of Rajasthan. Shri Dhankar ji was elected to the Parliament of India in 1989 from Jhunjhunu Parliamentary constituency. Subsequently, he also served as the Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs in 1990. In July 2019, Shri Dhankar ji was appointed as the Governor of West Bengal before becoming Vice President of India in August 2022. Sir, a warm welcome once again to you for the college. Shri Dhankar ji, SRCC is the second oldest college of Delhi University and was founded in 1926 by Sir Shri Ram, a leading educationist, philanthropist and industrialist. Then it has the distinction of being ranked as the #1 commerce college in the country for over 20 years. NAC has graded SRCC as A++ with a ranking score of 3.75, the highest for any commerce college in the country. Its students have excelled in many walks of life and brought fame both for the college and for the nation. Professor Yogesh Singh, we are extremely grateful that you could grace the occasion. We have been witness to a lot of positive steps in the university after you assumed charge in October 21. The appointment of permanent faculty, promotion of senior faculty, phased implementation of the new education policy are amongst the many measures that stand out. It has provided a new vibrancy in Delhi University. In fact, you bring a rare competence that combines academic depth and administrative capabilities. Mr. Sangeeta Jaitley ji, thank you on my personal behalf and on behalf of all of us over here for being present with us today. It is indeed a very important occasion in the history of the college, and your presence makes all the difference. Thank you very much. To honor the memory of Padma Vibhushan late Shri Arun Jaitley ji, the governing body of the Shri Ram College of Commerce had decided to name this SRCC stadium as the Arun Jaitley Multipurpose Stadium. A great nation builder whose heart was with his alma mater was the most eminent alumni of SRCC. His long association with SRCC began in 1970 as a student. He was elected to the post of the college president in 73 and thereafter DUSU president in 1974. He joined the governing body of the college in the year 2001 and despite his busy schedule, participated in all its meetings with great enthusiasm. He had an ambitious vision for the college and supported an array of activities. The upgradation of the infrastructure of the entire college was possible due to his sustained efforts. This SRCC Sports Stadium was built by the Ministry of Youth and Sports Affairs in 2010 for the Commonwealth Games. It was in this very stadium that the Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, gave his address to the students and the nation as the then Chief Minister of Gujarat in February 2013. At that time, the Students' Union, which holds a business conclave, invited 10 or 11 different speakers, potential speakers, for their valedictory session, and within 36 hours, Modi ji agreed, and he must have spoken to Shri Arun Jaitley ji, because very soon after, I got a call from Shri Arun Jaitley saying that Ajay, Modi ji is coming to your college. I mean, it was fantastic the way it moved. When Mr. Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Alphabet Inc. and his subsidiary Google, visited India, this was the venue where his interaction happened with the rest of India. It is also the venue where the college hosted Shri Arun Jaitley as a distinguished chief guest on a few annual days and many events at SRCC. He is not amongst us today. We miss him immensely, as his personal commitment of time and ideas towards the college was exemplary. It is difficult to list all his achievements and describe his qualities in a short time, so let me restrict myself to just a few. He was a guiding spirit for the college and contributed to raising the bar in terms of academics, infrastructure and governance. We at the governing body discussed and felt that the best way to honor Shri Arun Jaitley was to have an annual Arun Jaitley Memorial Debate, where, sir, we are honored that you came for that to the college, as well as name this stadium after him. It would be a permanent reminder of his contribution to the college and the legacy that he has left behind. I was appointed the chairman of the governing body of SRCC in August 2005 and had the privilege of conducting several SRCC governing body meetings in his presence. I recall that on our last annual day, on 5th August 2023, where the Honorable Finance Minister, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman, was the chief guest, she mentioned that she has been mentored by Shri Arun Jaitley, and for him, SRCC was always a high priority. Let me share a few quickly share a few examples of my personal interaction with him. I've had so many, which are so memorable and important to the college and personally, but just a few. As you know, ours is among the few colleges which is air-conditioned in Delhi University. About 10-12 years ago, in a governing body meeting, Arunji turned to me and said, Ajay, let's air-condition all the classrooms and the library. I said, Arun, it will take a lot of money. He said, we'll raise the money. He, Dr. P.C. Jain, the principal at that time, and myself, we wrote DO letters to about 50-55 alumni, and within a couple of months, we raised enough funds to air-condition all the classrooms in SRCC. That was his commitment. He would always be available for governing body meetings. Even when he was finance and defense minister, I would take time from him and he would always come for the meetings and participate fully. In one of the potential meetings, and then I asked him, he asked me, have you ever been to the defense ministry? I said, no. He said, let's have it there. So we had a meeting in the defense ministry, and as you enter, there's a large, on the right-hand side, there's a large hall, meeting room. So we were waiting there for him to come. And I was sitting on the side. He was the finance and defense minister. He came in and caught my hand and said, Ajay, you come and sit at the head of the table. I said, no, aap baithe yahan pe. He said, no, you are the chairman. I said, no, you please come and sit here. He caught my hand, pulled my chair, and both of us sat at the head of the table. That is his humility and his human approach. And unfortunately, the last time when my wife and I, on the 6th of August, 2019, went to meet him at home, he was unwell. I asked him, I said, we need a governing body meeting. How should we go about it? He asked me, he said, Ajay, can we do it at home? I said, sure. He said, let's do it in the drawing room downstairs. On the 10th of August that same year, my wife and I, we had a planned business trip abroad. So we fixed up a date around the 25th, 26th of August. But unfortunately, 24th was the sad day. It was really destiny which took him away. So it's really unfortunate. We missed him. We miss him today a lot also, all of us, and me personally too, miss him tremendously. With these words, I welcome all the dignitaries on the dais and those seated in the stadium, and thank each one of you for coming here today. Shri Dhankar ji, I would like to thank you once again for coming to our college and inspiring our students. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. The unwavering support and constant encouragement and wisdom offered by Srimati Jaitley propelled the philanthropic contribution of late Shri Arun Jaitley ji. It is our pleasure to invite Srimati Jaitley ji to address the audience.
Respected Vice President Shri Jagdeep Dhankhar ji, Dr. Mrs. Sudha Dhankhar ji, Yogesh Singh ji, Vice Chancellor of Delhi University, Ajay Shri Ram, Mrs. Kaur, Mrs. Jha, and all ladies and gentlemen, and dear students. Actually, I am of the opinion that Arun's heart beat for SRCC. It was very close to him, and I still remember we were sitting in our family lounge when he spoke to Mr. P.C. Jain, and the idea was mooted that he had been to the college and saw the condition of the classrooms, and he actually told Mr. Jain, we need to renovate them. And he said, paise kahan se aayenge? Kehte, we will raise the funds. You don't worry. The students of the college are in high places. I will raise the fund. Immediately he sat down, wrote few names, about 40 of them, and called up each and every one of the students. He says, buddy, now it's time to repay the college, which has given us so much. We need to get the classrooms renovated. And he said that each classroom renovation will cost around 5 to 6 lakhs. So let's say 6 lakhs per person, one classroom to one person. And immediately the money was raised. All of them sent in their money and the classrooms were renovated. So that's how the renovation of this college started. Slowly and slowly the idea was that even the classrooms should be air-conditioned, the whole college should be renovated, the whole college should become this thing. And I'm glad while he was alive, I think only the auditorium was left which had to be renovated. And rest, everything was taken care of. He, with Ajay, made a good team, and the things they worked together, and that's how you can see the present college. When Commonwealth Games took place and it was decided that stadiums would be made in different places, and while he was talking to some of the committee members of the Commonwealth Games, they decided to have a multi-purpose stadium in North Delhi for wrestling and boxing and different things. At that point he said, you will make it in some place which is not accessible to students. Why not somewhere near DU? To which they said, DU, which place? He said, okay, let me find. And that is how the idea of setting up the stadium in SRCC came up. They used it for Commonwealth Games, and later it was handed over to the college so that the students could utilize it. I'd been thinking of various things, and after completing his college, this is where he got into politics. He got into ABVP and started his political career sidewise and did his law from DU. During emergency, he was arrested from the premises of DU and put in the jail for 19 months. And that's how he graduated. He missed 1 year during emergency and completed his law after getting out of the jail after the emergency. Then he concentrated on although he kept on doing some side activities in politics, but his main focus was law. Then during Mr. Vajpayee's time, he joined the cabinet, and after he went back to law. Then one fine day he came back and he's telling me, I think I've had enough of law. I said, but what you are going to do? He said, now the time has come to give back to the country what she has given me. I should serve the country now. So that was the day he decided to be full-time in politics. And that's it. When Mr. Modi was designated to be the Prime Minister candidate, came and addressed the Delhi people from this very college. He addressed the students in February 2013, and everyone knows after that the history is that he's been Prime Minister since then. In his cabinet he was the Finance Minister, and I think he was the first Finance Minister that this college has produced. spite of other departments, his core department was finance, and his biggest contribution to the nation is implementation of GST under the guidance of Mr. Modi. And I should say the credit goes to him that he was able to carry all the opposition states as well, and it was unanimously decided to switch over to the GST system. Now since then, initially there were hiccups, but now one can see the kind of amount of money which GST is generating, and with that money, lots of progress is going in the development of the country. I must thank the college and the governing body for honoring what Arun has done by naming this complex after him. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart and from his family and my children. Thank you. Thank you. That's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Professor Yogesh Singh assumed charge as the 23rd Vice Chancellor of the University of Delhi in 2021. We now request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Yogesh Singh, as the presiding to kindly address the audience.
Good morning, Namaste. Honorable Vice President of India and Honorable Chancellor of University of Delhi, Adaraniya Jagdeep Dhankhar Sir, Dr. Sudesh Dhankar Madam, Shri Ajay Shri Ram Ji, Chairperson, Governing Body SRCC, Madam Sangeeta Jetni, Professor Simrat Kaur, Principal SRCC, Professor Arun Jaitley, Vice Principal of SRCC, Mr. Arun Jaitley, Dr. Vikas Gupta, Professor Rajni Abhi, Dr. J.L. Gupta, other respected and outstanding members of the governing body and alumni of SRCC, distinguished educationists, faculty members, invited guests, and my dear, gifted, intelligent students, good morning to all of you. On behalf of centenary-old institution of eminence, that is University of Delhi, I welcome Honorable Vice President of Bharat and Honorable Chancellor of the University in prestigious Shri Ram College of Commerce. आदरणीय श्री जगदीप धनखड़ सर का मैं स्वागत और अभिनंदन करता हूं. My dear students, our Chancellor is not only an outstanding scholar, but also a reputed and accomplished lawyer of our country. He is also a distinguished, praiseworthy, and compassionate leader of our country. I would like to quote Ramdhari Singh Dinkar from Rashmirathi for our Honorable Chancellor, sir. वसुधा का नेता कौन हुआ? वसुधा बोलते हैं पृथ्वी को. वसुधा का नेता कौन हुआ? भूखंड विजेता कौन हुआ? जिसने न कभी आराम किया, विघ्नों में रहकर काम किया. ऐसे विघ्नों में रहकर काम करने वाले हमारे चांसलर साहब हैं, आदरणीय जगदीप धनखड़ जी. I would also like to welcome, on this auspicious day, I would also like to welcome Madam Dr. Sudesh Dhankar ji, who is an affectionate inspiration for all of us in SRCC, Madam. My dear students, the presence of Madam Sangeeta Jaitley ji is very pious and inspirational on this historic day of naming ceremony अरुण जेटली मल्टीपर्पज स्टेडियम। मैं आप सभी का इस कार्यक्रम में बहुत अभिनंदन करता हूं और स्वागत भी करता हूं। Today is the day to remember Padma Vibhushan Shri Arun Jaitley, great son of our great nation, most loving and celebrated alumnus of University of Delhi. We are proud of Shri Arun Jaitley ji. We are proud of him. Star performer as Union Minister of Finance and Minister of Corporate Affairs, most recognized and exemplary President of Delhi University Students Union in 1974. Nobody could have been better than Adaraniya Arun Jaitley ji to name multipurpose stadium as Arun Jaitley Multipurpose Stadium. Congratulations to all of you. Arun Jaitley means what? Arun Jaitley means what? Arun Jaitley means wisdom. Arun Jaitley means inspiration, performance, compassion, accomplishments. Arun Jaitley means nidarta, apnapan, sahas and leadership. I would like to mention a statement of Jack Welch, former chairperson and CEO of General Electric. He said, before you are a leader, success is all about growing yourself. Before you are a leader, success is all growing about yourself. When you become a leader, success is all about growing others. When you were made a leader, you were not given a crown. You were given the responsibility to bring out the best in others. This is the life message of Shri Arun Jaitley ji. He worked very hard to help others, to bring out best in others. I met him many times in my life and always impressed with his towering personality. Arun Jaitley ji में चुनौतियों को चुनौती देने का साहस था। ये बहुत कम लोगों में साहस होता है, चुनौतियों को चुनौती देने का साहस था अरुण जेटली जी में। I would also like to thank Chairperson Shri Ajay Shri Ram ji and Principal Professor Smith Kaur Madam and members of the governing body for taking such a wise decision to name this multipurpose hall as Arun Jaitley Multipurpose Hall. His name will inspire, guide and motivate young and bright minds of our country for many, many years and many, many generations. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. We now request the distinguished chief guest, Honorable Vice President of India, and our esteemed dignitaries to unveil the naming plaque of the Arun Jaitley Multipurpose Stadium. We request everyone to solidify the naming of the Arun Jaitley Stadium with a thunderous applause. Thank you, everyone. We request our distinguished Chief Guest, Shri Jagdeep Dhankhar ji, Honorable Vice President of India, to address the audience.
श्रीमती संगीता जेटली जी, spouse of late Sri Arun Jaitley ji. Madam, we are grateful for your gracious presence. We know how tough it is for you to maintain your composure on such occasions. I am particularly grateful for your indulgence. Ever since I have taken the office of Governor State of West Bengal and then as Vice President. Professor Yogesh Singh, a Vice Chancellor with a difference. He has transformed Delhi University on two fundamentals. One, deep, authentic connect with the student community. And second, he is a visionary. At heart, he has interest of the students. You must have noticed he is extremely cognizant of headwinds. He changed the roster position twice. Sri Ajay Shriram belongs to a family that is committed to societal development. In the field of education, the family has made great contributions. The family doesn't treat education as commerce. It is service to the society. As chairman of the governing body, he is discharging his functions and shaping the institution to deal with emerging challenges. Dr. Vikas Gupta, Registrar Delhi University, needs a special mention. He has been handling his job commendably. Professor Simrit Kaur, principal of this eminent college, with disarming modesty, and what I see, there are more girls in the audience than boys. My two brief interactions with her, I have no doubt she is futuristic in her approach and determined to see that already a high pedestal for this institute, it grows to newer heights. Professor Aruna Jha, Vice Principal, I think it is time there is some gender balancing. Equally committed. Distinguished audience, Arun Jaitley and his wife Meher, and my dear friend Ryan Karanjawala. I knew Arun Jaitley ji for 35 years because destiny snatched him early. I know Ryan for equally same period, though our relationship started 5 years after it started with Arun Jaitley ji. every time at a public function or in our private conversation, whenever we interact, Arunji's face is before both of us. To both of us, he was a great mentor. He would put a point across noiselessly, but very impactfully. Distinguished audience, boys and girls, I'm extremely happy to be associated with this naming of this stadium. There couldn't be any other name. And I define Arun Jaitley ji in a very different manner. He was not in politics. He was in public life. He discharged his obligations in every assignment with a different perspective. Be it President of the Delhi University during the darkest period this country has ever seen, imposition of emergency. His performance was stellar. He showed the spine of youth, and that resulted him in becoming the youngest member of the executive of Janata Party, a transformational political event in the history of this nation. He was the youngest member. As Additional Solicitor General of India, he made huge contributions by dealing with most intractable situations in the country and outside. Amazing performance as a lawyer. When it comes to assignments as Minister of Commerce, Minister of Defense, Minister of Finance, his seminal contributions are for all to be seen. I can't look around a politician, at least in recent times, by that I mean last 4 decades, where the acceptability was beyond partisan stance. He was loved by the opposition as much as he was loved by his own partymen. As leader of opposition in Rajya Sabha, also as leader of the House of Rajya Sabha, as ministerial assignment, Arun Jaitley stands out. As chairman Rajya Sabha, when the Sabha is in session, there is hardly a week when a member of the House will not come to me and tell me we miss him. I can tell you, boys and girls, his presence in every walk of life was impactful. His absence is equally impactful. We miss him day in and day out. Friends, with this background, it is but eminently fitting, deserving recognition to the man when we name it. And look at sports. His contribution is there. He never brought politics in sports. One of his greatest contributions. He was associated with cricket and for long, but kept politics out of it. But I remember Arun Jaitley ji particularly for bringing sportsmanship into the arena of politics, something which we all need to appreciate. This institute has a reputation of its own, and being on this platform means a lot for the position I hold. It makes available to me a platform, an authentic platform to express my views on issues. This modern facility, I am sure, will not only serve as a platform for sporting events, but also act as a hub for cultural activities, fostering a vibrant and inclusive community within the college. This institute has an illustrious list of alumni. From this platform, I urge the alumni, they must come together. They are contributing. Their contribution is huge, but it is less than their potential. When the country is on the rise is unstoppable. It is obligation of alumni to exploit their full potential in contributing their time and resources. If you look around the globe, institutions are making a mark. They are on incremental trajectory given the support of the alumni. I am sure alumni of this institution will be role model for alumni of other institutions. And trust me, if the alumni come together, explore their full potential for contribution of their time and resources, the institution will further blossom and flourish. Friends, nations are defined by its youth power. And what do the youth of the country need? They will work on their own, but they need an ecosystem. And that ecosystem should be marked by equality before law. A young mind is shattered when it finds that in a democratic nation, some are more privileged than I am. That is a humiliating experience. Boys and girls, you will be happy to note the privileged pedigree in this country has been demolished. All are equal, and that helps young minds more than anything else. The second painful situation is that when it comes to law enforcement, some people entertain an idea they are above law. The law cannot reach them. They are beyond it. They can't be held accountable. This will be a great pain to you. You will be pained massively that how come in a democracy where everyone has equal right to vote, equal vote, some are more privileged beyond the reach of law. This is behind us now. The new norm is everyone is accountable to law. They are in tight grip of law. But I wish to invite your attention. Young minds are discerning minds. How can we countenance a situation that when some people are visited with rule of law process emanating from law, they take to streets? No better group I can find than the young minds to neutralize such tendencies. The third big change, friends, that has taken place in the country, and that is corruption is no longer rewarding. There was a time for a job, for recruitment, for opportunity. Corruption was the only password. Now corruption is password to a different locale, not for a job, not for an opportunity. A big change. But with all these things also, can you take a quantum jump? No. Because you need something very different. You need economic rise. You need new stars and opportunities. I am happy to tell my young friends, our Bharat, home to 1/6 of humanity, today is in upbeat mood, with there being transparent and accountable governance, exponential phenomenal infrastructural rise. Friends, we are witnessing emergence of India as a diplomatic soft power, rise of its global stature, and already we are placed at number 5 in global economy. We are the third largest purchasing power on global benchmark. That indicates opportunities for all of you. In next 2 years, we will be third largest global economy ahead of Japan and Germany. My young friends, this is a perfect platform for young minds of the country, as now they have new opportunities. I urge you to come out of the silos of traditional areas of avenues. I find young minds flocking to the silos of conventional areas. Think out of the box. If I make a mention, disruptive technologies, it can satisfy everyone's aspirations. And India is amongst very few countries that are taking lead into it. If I look at who are the greatest stakeholders in governance, they are not industrialists. They are not politicians. The most vital stakeholders in governance are young people. What our Bharat will be at 2047 will be decided by you. When we march, when we become part of Marathon 2047, its success is assured because our youth is upbeat. Our youth will deliver and make the nation proud. But friends, my young friends, you need to be alive, because there are certain sections that give us cause of worry. Anti-national narratives are now being reflected even in the sacred temples of legislatures. Our commitment to nationalism has to be spinal. It is not optional. It has to be 100%. When we see its dilution and more painful scenario in the sacred temple of democracy, legislature, we all must be concerned. Time, we neutralize it. You are more competent than others by taking to social media to inculcate the spirit of nationalism and neutralize all these sinister, pernicious designs. Friends, the history shows us no nation can grow without its people leading life committed to nationalism and patriotism. I pose a question to myself in this great institution, in the presence of one of the leaders of industry. Why do we not believe in economic nationalism? Why do we ever import an item that is avoidable? Don't we see the impact of it? When we import items that are available in the country, we are damaging three things. One, there is avoidable, painful drain of our foreign exchange for something which is avoidable. Two, those items would be made here. We are snatching opportunities from our young minds. And three, we are coming in the way of growth of entrepreneurship. I therefore appeal to everyone, particularly corporates, industry, trade and commerce associations, to subscribe to economic nationalism that will make life better for our young minds. I dare say our youth are more talented than youth of any part of the globe. They are the best minds. Recognition of our startups at global level indicates power of our youth. Friends, we now have an ecosystem where every young mind can realize his or her dreams and aspirations because affirmative policies are in existence. I urge these students in particular to look beyond conventional areas of opportunity. Think of the modern opportunities, next generation opportunities, contribute to the rise of this great nation. I have no doubt in togetherness, our Bharat is marching towards Viksit Bharat at 2047, and the real driving force, an engine firing on all cylinders, is in one category, and that category is India's youth demographic dividend. Friends, I have every hope, optimism and confidence that our youth will deliver. They will deliver a dream which was dear to Arun Jaitley ji. They will deliver a working pattern that was close to Arun ji's heart. I will conclude by saying, ever since Arun Jaitley ji came in public life, diversing his professional life, I found his commitment was passionate. He was in mission mode. He was a reformist. He always thought of young minds. And there were many occasions when he told me, Jagdeep, our young legal professionals are giving tough time to senior advocates. The best tribute to this great son of soil who transformed Bharat, helped the Prime Minister put Bharat on a trajectory that is incremental, is to devote every second for the welfare of the nation. And that can be accomplished only when young boys and girls fully expend their energy, exploit their potential, look to new opportunities, and contribute to the growth of the nation. I thank the Chairman, Ajay Shriramji, the Vice Chancellor, Delhi University, for making available this opportunity to me. And I'm extremely grateful and touched because I found convenience of Madam Jaitley ji for this program. Her response was, your convenience is my convenience. Thank you so much.
for sharing your vision and wisdom with us. It is a great privilege. We move towards the conclusion of the naming ceremony. We now request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Yogesh Singh, to felicitate our distinguished Chief Guest, the Honorable Vice President of India, with a shawl and present Sir with a memento as a symbol of our gratitude. We now request Shri Ajay S. Shriram, Honorable Chairman, SRCC Governing Body, to felicitate Srimati Sudesh Dhankar, spouse of Honorable Vice President of India, with a shawl and present ma'am a memento as a symbol of our gratitude. We now request Shri Ajay S. Shriram, Honorable Chairman, SRCC Governing Body, to felicitate Srimati Jaitley ji with the shawl and present ma'am a memento as a symbol of our gratitude. We request Chairman Sir to felicitate Professor Yogesh Singh, Honorable Vice Chancellor, University of Delhi, with a stole and present a memento as a symbol of our gratitude. We request Professor Simrit Kaur, Principal, Sri Ram College of Commerce, to kindly felicitate Shri Ajay S. Shriram, Honorable Chairman, Governing Body, with a stole and present a memento as a symbol of our gratitude. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. We now formally move towards the conclusion of the program. मेरी विनम्र विनती है आप सभी से कि आप अपने स्थान पर खड़े हों राष्ट्रगान के लिए। With this,